Hey everybody, John Corelli, episode 58, Average Guy Opinions. I'm an average guy, very average. Want to take a shallow dive into OnlyFans. It's something I don't know about. I've never even looked at it. I've mainly seen it as the butt of jokes because on my Facebook page, out of my 700 or so friends, probably 500 of them do comedy, if not more. So that's all I do is see a lot of jokes and hot takes on stuff. I try not to steal. I don't think I do, but that's what I see about OnlyFans is just people making fun of it. I really wasn't exactly sure of what it was. Now I have a better understanding, and the reason I am bringing it up, it's sort of topical right now. A couple days ago, a woman named Crystal Jackson. And I don't know her exact age. She appears to be around 40. She is extremely hot mom. I get why people went to her page. Holy cow, that's a nice looking woman. But the reason it became an issue and or worthy of news is she had 3 boys in Catholic school, and they got expelled. Some other mothers at the school found out that she had an OnlyFans page, and apparently went to the school, and the school expelled the boys. Lucrative OnlyFans page, by the way. I'm blown away by what people can make, and beyond that, what the average apparently person has to spend or will spend on, I don't know, Maxim magazine level content. It's like, if you're gonna get some porn, just go to feel a little dirty, go down to the porn store and get a DVD or buy a Hustler magazine or do whatever you got to do. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay for that. She made $14,000 her first month doing OnlyFans, and she, I've seen. I only saw a couple pictures. I assume people don't get naked on this, but I could be wrong. Didn't appear she got naked on it. One picture is her in a tight T-shirt with jeans, looking very hot. Another was her in a bra, and looking very hot. But I'm blown away by the multiplication factor of people that go to these sites and find their fetish and pay money for it. Like I said, don't know how the site works. Don't know if you pay per minute, per hour, per view. I don't know how it works. Don't really care. And don't, like I said, this is a shallow dive, not a deep dive. So found out that her kids get expelled. Oh, also found out on their best month, she and her husband claimed they made $150,000 in a month. Ladies, gentlemen, anyone in between, pay up. Dear God, that's crazy. I don't think there's a big market for this, but maybe there is. Maybe I need to look into it. I could use a little extra cash. I could. I'd love to retire early. I almost call myself a millennial. Gen X guy doing OnlyFans. Very, very average looking Gen X guy doing OnlyFans. It's crazy to me. And I want to also give you guys a little background on my past and present as far as online pornography, online dating. I've never online dated. I don't have an account. I've never done eHarmony. And now that I'm over 50, there's silver singles, which, boy, is that morbid. That sounds really old. There's another one called Our Time for over 50 singles, which Our Time to what? To die? They're very old. It just sounds brutal. I do a joke where I talk about getting into Christian mingle, even though I'm an atheist, and talking dirty to pious women around my age. It's kind of a fun joke that I do, but I've never gone into any of that. Never online dated. I prefer to take a real chance and date the women I work with. Sometimes works out, sometimes it doesn't. I ended up with my wife that way. We met at work. We dated for 3.5 years, and we were married for another 15 and a half. We made it 19 years. We have 2 kids. We have a good relationship now. It has worked out for me not to go online to date. And I've mentioned this in earlier videos. I am getting off internet porn. Have not done any internet porn since the new year. I think despite the argument out there that pornography is empowering for women, I completely disagree. I think it's not good for women at all. I think it leads to further objectification and often abuse of women, especially sexual abuse, and we don't need any more of that. So there's the first half of the video about kind of my background, a little more about this specific case of Crystal Jackson. So our kids get kicked out of school, but I find it kind of funny that it's a Catholic school. Catholic school. Maybe you should clean up your own world before you start judging people for making money. The Vatican, one of the richest entities on the planet, um, before you judge people for making money using their bodies. Maybe stop shuffling your priests around when they found it. Maybe just throw them in jail or turn them over to the authorities. So yeah, there's quite a bit of irony of a Catholic school kicking out three kids that did nothing wrong. You can argue that their mother did nothing wrong. You can argue that yeah, through this she has made a bad representation of the school. But this sounds like three moms looking for something. Or I heard it was a few moms. I don't know exactly how many, but other mothers that were upset, probably because they're not as hot as Miss Jackson. Let's be honest, men aren't the only ones that can be fucking shallow as shit, right, ladies? Let's be honest about that. So I don't know. Where do we go from here? Like I said, a shallow dive. I've never gone to any of that stuff. What I'd like to talk about a little bit, since we're sort of in this realm, is maybe sexual perversion and how do you get there. I honestly am a big believer that the more repressed you are as a child and a young person, often through religion, the better chance you have of that exploding on the other end and you becoming is sexual deviant even a word anymore? I mean, just and honestly, deviation's fine. You know, I have friends though. I have friends both Catholic, by the way, raised Catholic, that I consider, and they're not bad people, but they have weird fetishes. One friend would send me bondage pictures, and I'm not into that. I do not like to see a woman tied up and in leather. It doesn't do a thing for me. I prefer women wanting me and free and conscious. That's how I want it. I want the woman to want me. Crazy, right? I'll even make noise, ladies. Can you believe that? Ooh, I actually like I'm enjoying it. I'm not just gonna sit there like I'm reading the, Genesis part of the Bible. Oh, Abraham begat Solomon. Oh, and Solomon begat Jebediah. No, I'm not that guy. I'm actually gonna get in there and try to make it good for both of us. I hope you do the same, because I know you're flocking. I know you're coming, ladies. So many of you. Anyway, I got a little off the rails, but yeah, my Catholic friends were the most deviant of guys my age that I knew. Another one is he likes to watch porn with like the hot librarian type of porn, and at the end the guy jizzes on the glasses. I didn't even know that was a thing, but he told me this, and I was like, that's gross. I mean, it's not terrible. No one's getting hurt, but that's weird. That's weird. Especially in light of the video I did a few episodes ago about Natural Harvest, the cum-based cookbook. So, those could tie in. I'm writing jokes at the same time that I'm talking to you guys. It's all up here. It's scrambled, but it's up there. But yeah, and so in this, like I said, a lot of times I think deviance is the more, we obviously you gotta parent your children and you gotta teach them right from wrong. But if you repress them too much, I really do think that the preacher's daughter syndrome they call it, right? Preacher's daughter, you're gonna remain a virgin till you're married. Doesn't matter what the age that is, and I'm never letting you out of my sight, and we might as well keep you in a cage, that gilded cage. It's a very nice bedroom, but you're not getting out of there. If you do, there's a chaperone. That woman becomes a stripper or a prostitute. Not okay. That's a little over the top, but we've heard about that syndrome where the girl just goes on a fucking 2-year rant, a tear of sexual craziness, because she wasn't allowed to go explore it when she was 16, 17, 18 years old. She gets in her 20s and gets a hold of alcohol and goes apeshit. So yeah, that happens, and I can also attest to it from the other angle. Like I said, I've mentioned before, my parents were nudists. They really didn't get into it until I was like 8, 9, 10 years old. But my little brother, who's 10 years younger than me, Sean, he was raised as a semi-nudist. Like I said, we didn't run around the house with our clothes off all the time, but we did go to nudist camps and such. And Sean was more raised in that than I was. And Sean and I have had open discussions about, about pornography and the treatment of women. And we talked about our porn preferences, super mild, like a guy and a girl, preferably in their 20s, maybe college age, maybe in their 30s. A good-looking couple that looks like they're having fun and having good sex, and yeah, there you go. And we were talking about all our friends and their crazy needs and wants when it comes to that world. No. So before you think nudism is some sort of kinky, weird, deviant thing, it didn't end up that way for me and my brother. Okay, I'm over 10 minutes. I hope it was somewhat interesting. I was hoping to get more into OnlyFans. I got more into me because I'm an average guy and I'm kind of selfish. All right, you guys have a great night, weekend, day, whatever you're doing. I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.